Okay, we didn't do a great deal of sitting around waiting on this. We went ahead and checked out the coils on it. IF coils and the field coil and the primary of the audio transformer. The first and second IFs are good. The field coil is good, and the audio transformer is good. At least the primary part of it. I'm guessing the other side is going to be well off. So I guess, and now it's going to be a diddle for a while. We're going to find something. Oh yeah, okay. In the next segment, we're going to cover the cabinet. Stand by. Okay, moving over to this 6120 cabinet. Looks like we're getting more and more separation out of this thing, little by little. We've doused it with some, well, we didn't douse it, but we brushed into the joint some vine gars, and some along here and along there, and the inner joint of this half round or semicircular round or whatever the round goes around. Even on the inside, we've got it through there on the back side of that grill opening. Up here on the top, we've got it there, and so over here on this part of it, we're going to let it soak again. This is the second coating of vinegar on all these joints here, and then we're going to come back and see if we can prod it into giving it up. So stand by. All right. Yeah, we got it off. We got it apart. We got it really apart. Probably could have done the same with a M80, but it came apart pretty much at the joints. It gave loose right here at this main crack right there. So I got the lower half of that semi-round right there, and the other part right here. We'll get those laminated back together whenever we get ready to get her cleaned up and get her re-glued. This side was a blank panel to the chingus here. It came apart in pieces. Yeah, brittle wood. Some glue held pretty good, and others just gave it up right away. So this here, it pretty much gave it up completely to begin with, and then this here was the next, and then we got the intermittent pieces out of it that they split. Now this is going to make this a hell of a lot easier to refinish. We got some stress cracking going on in here. I just noticed from the way the light hit it. I hadn't noticed that before. I think this is mostly the finish, whatever they used on it, shellac or whatever the heck it is on there. It is cracking right there. They did, I don't know, they did groove it. I forget, there's a term for that, but I don't remember what it is right now. And I ain't gonna Google it right now. So, but they did put a blank piece over it here to hold it together. We will sand this down and take the finish down to the raw wood and see what we got left. The top does have a slight bow in it from front to back and from end to end. We'll see if we can't get that pressed out. And then we will, well, I hate intricate parts like this because they're really a time consumer to try to get them all cleaned up. I like hitting these kind of parts when I can with the grittiest grit that I got so I could strip it down quick. I will hit it with, I have some 40 grit, but I think I'll hit it with some 80 grit and see how that works off. And then we'll go to 120 grit, and we'll go to 220, 320, and 400, and we'll finally finish it with 600, because this is solid wood here. This is, I don't know if it's hardwood. I'm guessing that it is hardwood by the grain on it, but I could be wrong. So anyway, that is going to be our task in the interim between tubes, resistors, and recapping and refinishing and checking out and first fire up and whatever else that may come our way. So thanks for watching. Okay, we're back to the cabinet now. I got the top straightened pretty much. There's not so much of a bad bend on there. I think what I'm going to do is put a 1/2 inch square hardwood along the top rail on the back. I've still yet to investigate whether or not this thing has actually got a back cover or not. I don't think it really did. I don't know that there's that many Silvertones that were with a back during that period, but I could be wrong. We're getting the grill portion of the thing put back together, since it came apart in a bunch of little pieces. I've got it down to just a few pieces now. This piece here will stack up on top of that, and this piece here, oh, it goes back there on that end. That will be the next piece that goes up, and we'll get this in a solid piece, and then we will mate it to this piece, and that will be all back together again unless I break it. The side panel, or the end panel, on this end is prepped and ready for re-gluing. Whenever we can manage getting there. I have a little bit of glue up here on this. Some of this laminations are coming loose on the back side here. Got that re-glued, and some re-glued back in here on the corner. There's the lower radius of the of that side panel. So we're inching our way there little by little, but we are making positive progress. So stay tuned. Okay, this chassis is still sitting, playing the waiting game. The resistors, I got them in. They arrived today, along with some other goodies. It is about 4:45 Wednesday afternoon. It's about 95, mid-90s, I guess, around here. Clouding up. We're losing the sun right now, but it's going to take a few hours for it to cool down, if it does at all. This we will start to prep to put these in once I start refreshing my memory, my memories, on what I got here and what I want to see, what I need to see. And then we'll formulate a plan of attack, and we'll go in, make the mod to it, and back out. I got to get this cap in place of the other one that I clipped out of here in order to get to the wires on the first IF and the second IF. We've validated the field coil, the output transformer primary, and the first and second IF coils, and they are all good. Haven't done the oscillator coil. We'll test that in battle, or the antenna coil on the top there. We'll deal with those whenever we come to them. And then once we get a checkout on this thing, a first fire up, and see what she's going to say, then we'll start stripping the chassis down. I've got a new cabinet label and a mini diagram and tube layout chart, along with the patent information and the parts list, gleaned from various sources. Most of it came from what was left of the one that was in the radio cabinet. So I've been pretty lucky in finding the information that I need for these stickers for the cabinets, and the stickers for the chassis when needed. A lot of times when you go on there and try to get some information concerning a model, make and model, a radio, all you're basically going to find is front shots of the cabinet. There'll be very few, if any, rear shots of the cabinet. Any sticker information, you ain't going to get any of that out of Google or anything else, or out of the Google Images portion tab of the Google search. That's why I go through and I document everything, and I get a size so that way I can recreate the sticker and or label. And then when I go to reprint, if needed, I reprint multiples, 2 or 3, depending on what goes on an 8.5 by 11. And that way I stick them in my little Gizzy folders back there for the particular model, and that way I'll have them if I ever need them again, or if somebody else needs them. I can do that. I got the other radio in from my subscriber in Texas. It is in pretty fair shape. It's not great. The hinges, well, the hinges and or the hasps are pretty sloppy. This one has some. This one here has some. Some wicked damage right here in the corner, down here. This one here. Excuse all the jiggling and everything. This one here is the one that has the sailboat on it. It's just like a bomber. Just like a bomber, except it's got a sailboat on, and it has this operating instructions for the shortwave radio on it, giving you particulars or information, and what meter band, at what time of day, I guess, or what log number it comes in on, or whatever. I don't know if that is still true today. It could be, I guess. Let's get this thing back hooked in there and latched in. There we go. I think that's a fair strap. It looks like it could have been new not too long ago, and somebody made the modification to the riveting of the handle. The Tolex, I found a source for the Tolex. I believe it is a tan or brown, dark brown maybe, with black. Looks much like alligator skin, but it's not really, I don't think. But it mimics it. And we're going to take a look at this thing and see whether or not we're going to need to make some magic happen with this and the other regular 7G605, the one with the airplane on it. So we still got this on the back burner, these two on the back burner, and I don't forget Total 2. We're still waiting on decals for the for that airline. Airline? Is that the airline? Yes. That airline radio. It is sitting over there requesting retirement funds for me. Anyway, that's pretty much it in a nutshell for right now. We'll get these going in. The tube, I've got multiple tubes coming from 2 different sources. We'll see which one gets here next. That's the only thing that's holding me back from this. I've already validated that's all, folks. What is this thing? Ballast tube. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. That's all that's in that thing. It's just resistance wire. Basically, is all it is. Probably the same kind of stuff that they put down that power cord in some of the radios. It only utilizes pins 3, 7, and 8. 7 and 8 are for the lamp. So that's all there is to this. So it's still functional. Whether or not it's going to satisfy the requirement for this radio when it comes to test, we'll have to go in and do a mod to it and bring it back into compliance. You will comply. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Something is going to happen soon.